Hello my battalion and viewers, I'm the Knight of Arcane, and today we'll be looking at round 4 of the Monster Prom Monster Swaps, as voted on by Patreon. I really like how these came out, think I got some good ideas here, and I hope you enjoy them too. Anyways, let's check out our Monster Prom Swaps, shall we? I know we're having 2 demons in a row, but I came up with a really good idea. So we're having Scott as a demon. I don't usually do a lot of muscular people. Heck, not that many muscular guys either. So I tried to make it look believable and good and fit my style. His hair's a little bit longer, I'd say, at least in the back. But I really wanted to keep the beard. I remember seeing some sort of image of some sort of bearded demon, either as like a profile or something, and had that in mind with designing this Demon Scott. His outfit is kind of a little bit on the punk side, at least with like the vest, but he's still, you know, that cheerful guy. He could be like the body improvement guys from Mob Psycho. This one is probably more in the general fitness and body than sports. Gave him sweatpants because I thought that would make sense. Not sure why I went with the more bull-like horns, but I think it works. And wanted a little bit of color in the hair, so I used blue, just because it complements the red of the skin, and the purple I then later use for the pants and collar. And of course he has little tooth tusks to match the demon he's being swapped with. This version of Scott is still a himbo, pretty much. But probably has a little bit of a temper. This one I could see being voiced by either Patrick Seitz or Christopher Sabat. And stick with just the regular red instead of the blue of the person we're swapping, because red just felt like it fit more. We didn't turn the demon version of Valerie red, but she's already had purple skin anyway, so that's partially why. But red is also Scott's color, so still fits. Overall, I really like how this design for Demon Scott came out, and hope you all like it too. This weekly video was voted on by the patrons over on Patreon, who, starting at $3 a month, can vote on monthly and weekly art polls like this one, get early access to content, and get monthly art rewards, starting with character headshots. So if you can, head over to Patreon to become a patron today. Every little bit helps. Anyways, now back to the video. Turning Dahlia into a werewolf was a swap idea I'm really proud of. I came up with this idea pretty much as I was recording the last Monster Prom swaps, since it allows me to keep the rivalry between Damien and Dahlia, with Damien now being a cat person and Dahlia being a werewolf, playing on the dog and cat rivalry. There were parts I wasn't entirely sure what I would do going into it. The ears though were a little hard. I couldn't get the right shape they make the werewolf ears be, and in that style. But I think it still worked in the end. I decided to have her hair be long and down in the back instead of the ponytail, to kind of go with a wild, natural vibe. Though the long hair back is also inspired by one of the secret ending Polaroids in Monster Camp. Still wanted to give her an outfit that's very sporty and, you know, fitness-like. So went with athletic shorts and a hoodie inspired by the one that she has already in camp, but without the sleeves. And put them both over a swimsuit, partially inspired by her actual swimsuit. And she has athletic socks going up a little bit on her legs. I wasn't sure what skin tone I was going to use going into this. Wanting to use an actual skin tone, of course, and not something very blue. So I decided on a darker skin tone, kind of like a Ravi's. And it goes really well with her hair color, which I also use on the tail and the patches of fur on the arms, like Scott has. I also put applied fur hairlines on her arms and legs, kind of like what I did with the Polly and Scott fan child, since the two werewolves we have seen, the Wolfpack and Scott, have these hairlines, and while it's probably a thing because they are also guys, I thought it would fit this mix of hers and Scott's competitiveness in sports, and probably other athleticism. Plus, she could just be, very natural. It goes well with her hair being down and not in a ponytail. Overall, I think this was a pretty unique idea with turning Dahlia into a werewolf, and hope you enjoy her. And that was round 4 of the Monster Prom swaps. I don't know if these are my favorite swaps so far, but they're very high up there. Just think I came up with some really good ideas with the designs. But let me know what you think of them in the comments below. And if you want to see round 5 happen sooner, then head over to Patreon to vote today on the next poll. And if you liked what you saw, then leave a like and subscribe to join our growing little Arcane town to be in the know for future videos, updates, and events. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later!